हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल बायोलॉजी है इजी वेयर लर्निंग इज फन। और मैं हूं आपकी दोस्त सनीता सरकार। आज के वीडियो में मैं नीट एग्जाम में पूछे गए 10 क्वेश्चंस कवर करने वाली हूं। इनमें से कुछ क्वेश्चंस से आप परिचित होंगे क्योंकि मैंने शॉर्ट वीडियोस में भी यही क्वेश्चंस दिए थे और कुछ क्वेश्चंस आपको नए भी मिलेंगे। तो आप सभी इन क्वेश्चन को आंसर करने की कोशिश ज़रूर करें और हाँ, मुझे कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइएगा कि ये सीरीज़ आपको कैसा लग रहा है। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन। So our first question is, what type of ecological pyramid would be obtained with the following data? Secondary consumer 120 gram, primary consumer 60 gram, primary producer 10 gram, and the options are upright pyramid of numbers, pyramid of energy, inverted pyramid of biomass, upright pyramid of biomass. Try to answer before the countdown ends. And the answer is inverted pyramid of biomass. The pyramid of biomass in sea is also generally inverted because the biomass of fishes far exceeds that of phytoplankton. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move on to our next question. Which is the important site of formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids in eukaryotic cells? And the options are Golgi bodies, polysomes, endoplasmic reticulum, peroxisomes. And the countdown begins now. Let's see how many of you can answer this question correctly. And the answer is Golgi bodies. Endoplasmic reticulum synthesize proteins and lipids, and some of them are modified in the Golgi apparatus to form glycoproteins and glycolipids. Let's gear up for our next question. And the next question is, match the trophic levels with their correct species examples in grassland ecosystem. So, take your time and answer it properly. And the countdown begins now. You have to match the items in column A with items in column B. And the answer is option C. Please go through the content which is shown in this video. And our next question is, match the items given in column 1 with those in column 2 and select the correct option given below. Take your time and try to answer this question correctly. Your countdown begins now. Let's see how many of you answered it correctly. And the answer is option 3. Proliferative phase is also known as follicular phase. Secretory phase is also known as luteal phase. And menstruation means breakdown of endometrial lining of uterus. It is shown diagrammatically here. Let's move on to our next question. AGG, TAT, CG, CAT is a sequence from the coding strand of a gene. What will be the corresponding sequence of the transcribed mRNA? And the options are given below. Try to solve this on your own. And your countdown begins now. It is a tricky question, but I think you can answer it correctly. And the answer is AGG, UAU, CG, CAU. DNA strand with 3' 5' polarity acts as a template and is also referred to as template strand. The other strand with polarity 5' to 3' and the sequence same as RNA is referred to as coding strand. So, the sequence in template strand, coding strand and mRNA is given below. Our next question is, the experimental proof for semi-conservative replication of DNA was first shown in a, and the options are fungus, bacterium, plant, virus. And the countdown begins now. Try to answer this question within time. And the answer is bacterium. Michelson and Stahl conducted their famous experiment on DNA replication to prove semi-conservative nature of DNA replication using E. coli bacteria as a model. Are you ready for our next question? Let's see what it is. And the next question is, the similarity of bone structure in the forelimbs of many vertebrates is an example of, and the options are homology, analogy, convergent evolution, adaptive radiation. And the countdown starts now. It is a very easy question and try to answer it correctly. And the answer is homology. Homology means having similarities in structure. Homologous organs like limb of human being, forelimb of cheetah, wings of bat have same structure but different functions. Homologous organs is an example of divergent evolution. Here is a picture. Our next question is, natality refers to, and the options are death rate, birth rate, number of individuals leaving the habitat, number of individuals entering a habitat. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is birth rate. Natality refers to the number of births during a given period in the population that are added to the initial density. And mortality refers to death rate. I hope it is clear to you. Let's gear up for our next question. And the question is, stomata in grass leaf are dumbbell shaped, kidney shaped, rectangular or barrel shaped? And your time starts now. And the correct answer is dumbbell shaped. Monocot and dicot plants contain stomata in their leaves as well as in their stem. The major role of stomata is to facilitate the gas exchange. They also facilitate transcription, which helps the absorption of water from the soil and the transport of water through the xylem. Monocots have dumbbell-shaped stomata and dicots have bean-shaped stomata. And our next question is, many ribosomes may associate with a single mRNA to form multiple copies of a polypeptide simultaneously. Such strings of ribosomes are termed as, and the options are polysome, polyhedral bodies, plastidome and nucleosome. And your time starts now. Take your time and answer it correctly. So the answer is polysome. A polyribosome is a group of ribosomes bound to an mRNA molecule like beads on a thread. It consists of a complex of an mRNA molecule and 2 or more ribosomes that act to translate mRNA instructions into polypeptides. Do share and like this video and do subscribe to my channel Biology Hai Easy. Take care.